Hi, and welcome to Josh and Tim Talk Sports. I'm Tim
I'm
Shire.
Josh Dome.
We got our regular guests, Tommy Shire, and my broadcast partner, Chuck Kolchuk. And our special guest today, Pro Sports Insider, Jeff Schudel, who covers all three Cleveland teams for the Lake County News Herald. Well, the News Herald.
Thank you.
I'm thinking when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But, so thanks for being here, Jeff.
Glad to be here. I'm doing the Kirtland district final game on Friday.
Are you? Joey from Joey Schneider, he'll be there.
Oh, good.
He'll be at that one too, yeah.
And it seems like we've covered a few games together this year.
Yeah.
And we were together last week.
He's done a great job.
My alma mater.
Yeah, he's really done great. It's come a long way.
You went there?
But,
Yeah, I graduated from there.
So we got
You Denzel Ward's cousin?
Yes.
The Cavs lost to the Kings last night. It wasn't pretty, but let's think some positive. They swept the Warriors, and that's a big deal. You know.
Because if they did, they'd be 2-8.
What did you? I mean, you were at the game, right? Were you
No, the Browns were home that day.
Oh, they were. That was the Sunday game. That's
Yeah.
right. It was. I think they. I don't want to say they blew them out, but they dominated the game.
It really wasn't close.
No.
Is that why Draymond was so upset?
Well, yesterday. I saw it. I heard the audio yesterday of this.
Yeah,
What happened the other? Boy, he's something.
He's the guy that you love to have on your team, though.
Yeah. Well, he's the Bill Laimbeer type.
He just gets so mad. Speaking of Bill Laimbeer, never mind. I just did you know how 2K has the...
Oh.
It's cool.
You needed an enforcer on your team.
Birdsong. Who is Birdsong?
Otis Birdsong. Yeah.
Man, I picked him for my team. I dropped 55 with him in the first game.
Yeah.
55 points. I'm like, who is this guy? I don't know who this is.
Oh gosh, who was the guy for the Knicks that had the knee problems? That missed a lot of time back then. Jeez, he missed like 3 years. When he came back, he was just as good as he was before. He was a really good scorer too. I can't think of it, but
I have Larry Drew too.
but So they're not off to the worst start. A lot of teams are off to 500 starts.
Right. So I don't think there's anything to worry about. I mean, and plus they're still getting used to the new guys. So so I think it'll be fine.
Is Ty Jerome? I know it's early to judge, but I feel like Ty Jerome. I don't want to sound mean, but I feel like Ty Jerome might just be taking Dylan Windler's spot.
Well,
He's hurt.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, they didn't sign him to save the franchise, right? So he'll hopefully contribute at some point in the season.
Yeah.
He's very he's like so serious. Like
He's
he did
the-
the interview.
I think-
You know how they do the interviews on the scoreboard with the guys?
Right, yeah.
They're asking him like his favorite food. He's like, pizza.
Yeah, I mean, he really was serious. Yeah. But I think he's the least. I think he's the least serious of the three guys. Niang and
George's.
Strus. I mean, they look like
Yang has
they
a
are not happy when that
mean
team
streak.
doesn't win.
He has a mean streak.
Yeah, I like Strus. I think he's going to be a good,
Yeah.
really good fit for the Cavs.
I think so too. And I really think bringing Thompson back was good.
I think it's a good move.
He's going to help make those guys more physical. You know, I really think so.
Did you see that? I saw that Vegas released their odds. Mobley's the favorite to win Defensive Player of the Year right now.
Oh, is he?
Not good. We got him and
Is he getting traded to New York?
and Garrett in football.
Yeah.
I was going to say, is he getting traded to New York because
And Andres Jimenez.
And then he's going to
Won platinum glove.
Yeah. So.
Defense, baby.
Yeah, big shocker who won.
Defense
Rookie
wins
of the Year.
championships.
Yeah, they
Um,
didn't get BB any.
And let's just for a second here.
Any love at all.
Now, Jeff,
Well, he's second, so.
Second's not bad, especially when you're a leading player.
Yeah.
Jeff, you were at the press conference the other day when they introduced Vogt.
Correct.
Your question was great. I was hoping somebody would ask that question about his catching. How will that help with?
Oh, yeah.
That was a great question.
Yeah. Well, it was. Thank you.
It's a question that had to be asked, and I feel like if you didn't ask it, it might not have been asked, But I think it's going to help him a lot.
Yes.
I just really do. I mean, think about all the catchers that have been good managers.
Right.
Good managers are good coaches.
Joe Torre was a catcher.
Catcher? Yeah.
A.J. Hinch was a catcher.
Oh, that's true. Bruce Bochy?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just saw a picture the other day on Facebook in one of the groups, old baseball pictures or something like that. Picture of Pete Rose running Bochy over in the 1980 NLCS.
Wow.
Just such a good picture. Like it was just, it was
It wasn't
great.
good when we were Ray Flossie.
Oh no, I know. Yeah. But you
In the
know,
All-Star game,
I
right?
asked Ted Kubiak about that one time because he's teammates with Flossie, and I said, "Did you think that was dirty?" And he didn't even hesitate, and he said, "No, and nobody else did. That's the way Pete played."
Was that the All-Star game, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the All-Star.
I mean, it's an All-Star game, though. It's
Yeah.
not like it was Game 7 of the World Series.
Remember Max Scherzer, how he pitched in the All-Star game like he was like it was the World Series.
But he
you
was
know?
mad. There's not a chance of injuring somebody.
So, some guys are like that. But let's move on to the our NFL, and we got high school picks too, Jeff. I didn't tell you about the high school.
Okay, that's good. I'm ready anyway.
Okay. Especially since you're covering one of the two games, you probably done research, so that's good. We got. Let's go to the standings. We got the standings. Tommy, myself, and Chuck are tied for first, 120
I'm in second.
and 62. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. That's a good way to look at it. And Josh is 4 games back,
I thought it was more
116
than that. Wow.
and 66.
It's because you got the Browns.
Yeah, I
and
know.
lost
And the guest is 32 and 22. And I screwed
No,
up
Caleb
picking Penn
I
State.
should have. I
it.
knew I should have
Shayla
picked.
went 15 or whatever. She only got one game wrong this week.
Really?
I should,
Oh yeah, she was at the top.
I knew I should have picked.
So then we got.
Penn
So
State on that. Penn State better find a quarterback.
Allen will be
it's
fine.
not
He's
their
young.
quarterback's fault.
Well,
Oh,
he is inaccurate, but
I don't
he's
think it's
yeah.
their quarterback.
Yeah.
he's young though.
I mean,
He's gonna be good.
I've watched and watched.
They need to find.
He's not good.
They
But
need to
their-
find an offense.
Their
that
offense
isn't
is terrible.
stagnant.
And it's what
Yeah.
they fired their offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Well, your favorite
He's a
favorite
terrible
head
coach.
Yeah,
He's
oh
a
my
terrible
God.
coach.
Oh my God! When he went for 2 to start the game, I thought that was
James
a terrible
Franklin's such a
decision.
bad coach.
That was a terrible decision.
So all right,
I'll
so
fire him up.
we have the picks on. We've got the picks for. We've got 2 high school games, and then we got 2 college games because there's only 14 NFL games this week. So we've got the first high school game is Perry versus Canfield South Range, and that's Perry's the number 1 seed in that bracket. So Canfield, I think, is 2 or 3.
2.
Something. 2? Okay, so that's yeah.
Well, it's the
But,
regional. title.
Yeah. it's
So
gonna be a good
let's
game.
go from. Let's let Jeff go first since he's the guest. What do you got, Jeff?
Well, I'm done with going with Perry. I'm not doing the Chardon game.
What's that?
Well, I'm picking the Chardon game.
Well, I don't know. I just picked these 2. I don't know.
Usually,
Oh,
I think Chardon will win too.
I hope they do. I hope Chardon wins too. I do. But
friends will win.
I got Perry. Jeff has Perry. What do you have, Tommy?
well, Perry lost to South Range last year in the playoffs.
Ooh.
In this, I believe it was in this round. South Range last year was the 1 seed. Perry was the 2. This year it's opposite, so I'm gonna go Perry.
What do you got, Chuck?
I'm sticking with our Lake County team, so I'm going with Perry.
Okay, I'm going to go with Perry too. What do you got, Josh?
I'm also going to go with Perry.
All right, there we go. Where is? I can't think of the name of the city. Where's Raleigh Fingers from? It's a city down by Youngstown. They were always good in football. They had the scandal. They had the
Boardman.
Oh, Steubenville?
Steubenville. Perry does not. Perry will not play Steubenville, so they got a chance. They used to get eliminated every year by Steubenville, so they got a chance to go all the way because they used to every year. You know, Perry would be really good, and they'd lose to Steubenville. So, but then the other high school game we have is Kirtland versus Mogador. And Jeff, what do you got?
Oh, I'm going with the Hornets. I mean, Tyler Berry is one of my favorite people in the world, so.
I've never heard a bad thing about him.
No. If you don't like, I've said this a million times, if you don't like Tiger, something's wrong.
Okay. What do you got, Tom?
Kirtland.
Chuck?
Can't go against the Hornets.
Yeah.
Kirtland.
Not yet, at least.
I'm going to go with Kirtland, too. What do you got, Josh?
Kirtland.
All right.
You know, After they lost to Perry, they didn't give them any points for like 4 games
Right.
until they played Harvey.
Yeah.
Harvey scored 21 or something like that, I think.
I'm not sure they scored those points early, but
No, it was I think they had 14 at halftime, so I don't think it was late.
okay.
Whichever game Joey covered for the Sentinel, you covered that one too, I think. The Kirtland game.
Kyle Heights, I think.
Okay, that was, I
Yeah.
think that was it, yeah.
Who I knew they would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fairport played Cuyahoga Heights well.
So we've got 2 college games. We've got. I felt like we needed a challenging game because I think we've been picking games that were
Just college was easy.
easy, except me picked Penn State last week. So, but Purdue at Northwestern. What do you got, Jeff?
I was not prepared for this, but I'll say Purdue.
Okay, Tommy.
In a 3-0 battle, let's go with Northwestern.
It could be. What do you got, Chuck?
I'm going to go with Purdue.
Okay, Josh.
I'm also going with Purdue.
Okay, I guess it's a family thing because I'm going to go with Northwestern. They're both not very good.
They're
but,
both quite awful, actually.
You know,
they're in the Big Ten.
And Northwestern has an excuse because they had a coaching change like in the summer, so that's that you can't.
Purdue's just
Teams never do well when there's a coaching change in the summer. But Purdue, well, and it is his first year. I think he's a first-year coach for Purdue, so
It's hard. in
I think
college.
you got to give a college coach 4 years to,
Unless you're Ryan Day.
Well, that's Ohio. That's kind of like
Who got fired this week? Arnett?
no, Jimbo Fisher.
Oh, yeah.
Jimbo.
I can't see that.
He got
Jimbo.
$75 million buyout.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's
jeez.
another coach, first year got
Who's
fired.
his lawyer? Or
There
agent?
were two coaches. Mississippi.
Oh, really? I didn't hear. I saw that former Brown and former Buccaneer Ken Dorsey got fired today by
yeah.
Buffalo.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That offense has been a joke.
And Hoke,
Yeah.
Hoke is retired.
Oh my God! What a game, huh?
Yeah, I think. And you think about it,
They're like
Their
a
offense-
10 seed in the AFC right now.
Buffalo's
It's crazy.
offense hasn't been good since Brian Dable left.
Yeah.
It just hasn't. But so the last college game, we've got Minnesota at Ohio State. What do you have, Chuck or Jeff?
Definitely going Buckeyes.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. Okay, we got Tommy,
I got Ohio State. Looks like Chuck does.
and I'm
too.
thinking Chuck's picking Ohio State
Right
like
there. Right there.
normal. What have you got, Josh?
Right
there.
Yeah, I am too. So we all got the Buckeyes.
Oh yeah.
Or
Well,
as
Minnesota was
or-
pretty good a few years ago.
or as they say in
Those
Arizona,
receivers, those
or
good
as they say
receivers.
in Arizona, the Buckeyes.
The Buckeyes.
Yes.
Okay.
Aha.
So
Buckeyes.
yeah. So we've got 14 NFL games. We've got the Bengals at the Ravens to start the week on Thursday night on the awful Amazon Prime game that will
Finally,
have
good
a
one.
terrible picture. Yeah,
Finally,
it
good
is
one.
good. Yeah, it's
Are you going to be able to watch it?
Well, they punished Al Michaels and Kirk Herbstreit last week for complaining about the bad games last year,
Oh.
giving them the Bears and the Panthers.
Well,
And now
And it did stink.
it was not good.
Well, you don't even have Justin Fields playing.
Yeah,
You got a guy who.
but he's not bad. That Tyson Baguette is not terrible.
Bagging.
Bagent.
Who even knows?
Bagent. Yeah, Bagent. No, he's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not. Okay, what do you got, Jeff? Ravens Bengals.
I think the Ravens are going to bounce back and win this game.
Okay, Tommy.
I have the Bengals.
Okay, Chuck.
I'm not saying it.
Oh, so you
Come
think
on, Chuck.
Baltimore?
I'll go with the Maryland team.
Okay. He refuses to say Baltimore, Jeff. What do you got, Josh?
The Ravens.
So do I. And I got the Ravens, too. So I think we got 2, 3 out of 4. Wait. Yeah, Tommy's the only one that picked the Bengals. All right, so then we've got
We'll see what happens.
Bears at Lions. Battle of the Animals. What do you got, Jeff? Bears at Lions.
Lions.
Yeah. I didn't think that took much thought. Tommy?
Lions.
Okay. Chuck?
Lions are going to score 50 this week.
Okay. I got the Lions too. What do you got, Josh?
The Lions.
Okay.
I have some breaking news here for you.
Oh, what do we got?
Breaking news.
The teams in Major League Baseball have to have their 40-man roster set
Yes.
tomorrow for the Rule 5 draft.
Yes.
The Guardians, they added right-handed pitcher Kate Smith from AAA
Okay.
and right-hander Daniel Esposito from Double A to
Oh.
the 40-man roster.
Oh, because
But so they had to make moves,
Oh, geez.
corresponding
Who'd they?
moves. Designated right-hander Michael Kelly for assignment and
that's...
one other pitcher. Who do you think?
James Karinchak.
No.
Oh.
No.
I could have seen that.
Oh, gosh.
Not Cal Quantrill.
It's a reliever, probably. I can't. Eli Morgan.
Cal Contra.
Cal
Yeah!
So,
I like that.
Yeah!
I like
I
that.
know what
Yeah,
I'm talking
I mean,
about.
Great move, Cleveland.
it's,
Well, he can't stand him. He just probably was.
the people have defended him.
He'd have thought it'd been too good to be
For-
true.
Yeah, I just,
Yeah,
wow.
right.
I did not think they would do that, but they've got
Uh-huh.
depth in their
Breaking great
starting
on Josh and
rotation.
Tim Talk Sports.
If guys stay
Yes.
happy or stay healthy, they'll be happy.
It happened.
Yeah. Wow, that's some breaking news from Jeff there. How about that? Cal Quantrill, huh? But so then we've got, we did that game. We got Bears Lions. Everybody picked the Lions.
Yeah.
Chargers at Packers. What have you got, Jeff?
I mean, I wish the Chargers would do better.
I agree.
But I think the Packers are going to probably win that one. I
You
mean,
think so?
yeah.
Okay. Tommy?
Chargers.
Chuck?
They got to beat somebody. And if it's got to be my Packers, then so be it. I'm going with the Chargers.
The thing is, they
Packers
don't-
are not good.
The thing is, they don't get killed. Every game is
No.
close.
It's
I
always like a
understand.
one-score
He
game.
used to work at the paper at the News Herald.
Did he work there?
He was a
Ag clerk?
a clerk for us.
Was
Yeah.
he?
He went to Perry, yeah.
So, and what do you got, Josh?
It doesn't matter who I pick because whoever I pick, the other team is going to win.
Okay.
Because these are my three teams that do that. I'm going to take the Chargers because they're just a little bit better.
Well, I'm going to be wrong with you. Then I'm picking the Chargers too.
Yeah.
I think the
know.
Chargers are actually a lot better.
I
but
think they
they
are
just-
too, but they just don't win.
Gosh, it's
Oh
just
my God.
unbelievable.
Like they could have won last week.
I tell
they
you,
just
you could
didn't.
look any week at
Well, things happen.
at Justin Herbert and
Yeah.
Josh Allen's face at the end of games,
Yeah.
and they're pretty similar.
Yeah.
Like, did that just happen?
I
Except
think-
I think Herbert's been playing a little bit better.
Yeah. But I think
Allen's been bad this
I think
year.
the offensive coordinator. I really think it matters in
Yeah.
Buffalo. And
I mean, how about the Bills losing that game last night because they had 12
I
guys
know.
on the field.
Oh my!
I know
Yeah, I don't know how you will allow that to happen.
it's unbelievable.
That
Yeah.
blows my mind.
Baffles.
So Ken Dorsey took the fall for that. Raiders and Dolphins. What do you got, Jeff?
Oh, Dolphins.
Dolphins, yeah.
I
Tommy,
also have the Dolphins.
Chuck,
I got the Fins.
Josh.
Dolphins.
Yeah, me too. The momentum's ending. Yeah. Here's a winner.
There we go.
Giants at Commanders.
Oh, you did it!
I had gone all season
Yes!
and not screwed it up,
Yes!
and now I finally
Yes!
did. I call the Commanders the Commodores all the time. I don't know why. We
Because
got
it's a good name.
we got the Giants at the Commanders, Jeff.
Commanders.
Commanders.
I feel bad for Dave Ball. Just talked about him.
Yeah, I do too, because
He's a
they're
great
all
guy.
over in New York. I guess it sounds like they already want him fired.
That's
You
what
know,
happens when you
kidding
go to
me?
New York.
How do you? New York's got nothing.
Jeff, yeah,
Coach of the year last
don't
year,
you
didn't
think they overperformed last year?
Right, just going to say that. See, when teams make big jumps like that, unless it's Peyton Manning, you have on your team, I never trust those big jumps, especially when you win close games. And the Browns in 1980 were an example of that.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, I mean, they win all those close games, finish 11-5.
Mhm.
Next year they're 5-11.
Yeah.
Well, that's how it kind of was. The Vikings are starting to play good now, but last year almost all their games were one-score games.
Yeah.
Right.
He was
They
a
were
rookie
starting to
head
lose
coach
again
too,
this
wasn't
year,
he?
so-
Last
Right.
year?
I think so,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
And that's how the Steelers are right now.
so who do you got, Chuck? You
I'm
got
taking Washington.
Tommy?
Washington.
Josh?
The Commodores.
Yes, me too. Here we go. Dallas.
Oh, big game.
Dallas at the Panthers. Jeff,
Big
what you
game.
got?
The Cowboys better win. I had the Cowboys, and my preseason I had the Cowboys and the Ravens in the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
And that could still happen.
Yeah, it could.
That's
it
what I
could.
said last year.
What do you got, Tommy?
Cowboys.
Okay.
Probably by 49.
All right.
I was going to say that too.
What do you got, Chuck?
Well, I have the Cowboys winning the Super Bowl, so I'm taking
Okay.
the Cowboys.
I have Josh. What do you
Well,
got?
you said Cowboys by 49. How about 50?
Oh, okay.
Cowboys.
Well, if the Cowboys could win by 100, I still wouldn't be happy enough because no matter how much they beat the Panthers by, it's not enough.
Yeah.
It's not enough. I want the Panthers to suffer every week.
Why is that?
Well, they're the Buccaneers' big rival.
big rival.
Yeah, there
You're
are
gonna end up with two
there
top-
are
they're gonna end
rivals
up
in
with the
there are rivals in
two
other
top 5
divisions.
picks.
They
There
are a
are.
rival,
let's
not a
not-
big rival.
Yes, it is. How do you know? I know. I'm a Buccaneers fan. Oh my gosh, that would be like me saying to a Browns fan, "No, that's not a real big rivalry."
Who?
About the Ravens.
So should you worry about like a Buccaneers-Panthers game?
Oh, I want the
Wait,
Buccaneers to beat the
who did you
Ravens.
say?
I know you want them to, but do you worry about it? Do you think it's going to be a close game?
It goes back. Oh no, the Buccaneers should beat the.
That's
crap
what
out
I'm
of
saying, though.
them. Well, they're still a rival.
It is a rival.
So when the Browns were bad and they played the Steelers,
Well, we
and
had
the
regular
Steelers were good, it was still a rivalry, wasn't it? That's what I'm saying.
I mean, at a point in time, it wasn't even.
If you're just
anymore.
losing
I'm
every
saying.
game, it's not really a
But-
rivalry.
At one point, yeah.
And my disgust of them goes back a while to when their punter Todd Sauerbrunn said he would not hold for Martin Gramatica if they both made the Pro Bowl. It's like, what is wrong with you?
And then the Panthers poking guys in the eyes when they're
Yeah, it was. They're
Like,
dirty.
what?
They've always been dirty. So let's go to the next game, though, before I get too fired up.
Before
Titans
you
at
get too
Jaguars.
fired up, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Titans at Jaguars. What do you got, Jeff?
I'm the Jaguars will bounce back. I knew, well, I didn't know, but I was not surprised what happened last week.
No, they're healthy now.
And the 49ers, I mean, they were not lose 3 in a row.
Yeah.
Then they had the
You
perfect
see-
time for a bye.
Well, maybe they'll have maybe they'll overlook their opponent this week. What do you got, Tom? Titans
Jaguars?
and Jaguars. Yeah.
Jaguars.
Okay. Chuck.
Jaguars.
Josh.
They're gonna bounce back.
Jaguars.
Yes, and I've got the Jaguars too. Oh, here's a good one. Cardinals at Texans. What are we talking about? C.J. Stroud, man, he's something, isn't he?
Animal.
What do you think, Jeff? You've seen a lot of NFL quarterbacks.
Oh yeah, I like him. I'm really happy for him.
Me too. Yeah.
And I went with the Panthers. I mean, you can't, judge Bryce Young on one season,
No.
but I wonder if they're thinking, man, we got the wrong guy.
Yeah.
Yes, because Stroud's looking a heck of a lot
Yeah.
better than he is. And he didn't have that much more talent around him.
Yeah, just a bunch of young guys, too.
Yeah. So you got the Texans?
Yes.
Yes. Tommy?
I'm going to take the Texans, even though the short guy's playing again.
Oh yeah.
God, what a win.
What do you got, Chuck?
I'm taking C.J. Stroud.
Okay. What do you got, Josh?
Texans.
Yeah. And probably one of my favorite quarterbacks right now, C.J. Stroud, I would say, and one of the ones I don't like very much. And I'm going to go with C.J. Stroud.
The one you like more.
Yeah. Yes, definitely. I like the Panthers more than I like that quarterback. Okay. So that tells you something. Let's go Jets, Bills. What have you got, Jeff?
I think the Bills are going to bounce back.
I
I
think so.
mean, now they have new offensive coordinator. I'm not even sure who it is, but
Brady, Chris Brady. Chris
Quarterback
Brady?
coach is the new offensive
I
coordinator.
mean,
He was the guy who was the coordinator at LSU when Burrows was
Oh.
there.
good. I mean, I wanted the Browns to pick Josh Allen in that
So did
2018
Tommy.
draft.
So did Tommy.
It's,
Yep.
and it's there in print, so I mean, I'm not just saying it.
Him
too.
too.
I did a
He
mock
did a
draft.
mock draft, and he had, yep.
And I still like him, but he's got to play more disciplined.
I think the guy the Browns picked was pretty good, though. I think he's really
He's
good.
not on the Browns, though.
I think he's really good now, though. No, but okay, so you're picking the Bills?
You know how bad that sounds, Tim?
Why? I thought it was a horrible pick on draft night. Go on.
I'm going with the Bills, and I feel like they're going to go crazy this week.
What do you got?
Bill's big.
What do you got?
I'm just going to say the Bills.
Where is that game?
It is in Buffalo.
Oh, yeah. Then, yeah.
They play at home every week, I think. It seems like they're
Yeah,
always
you know
at
what?
home.
Every week.
That's what I used to think about the Steelers.
It's like, oh my gosh. They're home every week. You know what I was thinking, though? It seemed like early in the year, and they're paying for it now because they go 4 out of 5 on the road. But Tampa Bay played a lot early at home.
The Browns
They did.
played a lot.
Browns.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the Browns played
yeah.
a lot early.
I'm not
going to the
going. I'm
game
not
this week.
going with the New York Titans. I'm going to go with the Bills. So we've got the Seahawks at the Rams. What do you got, Jeff?
I think Seahawks. Oh, that should be a pretty good game.
I think it will be a good game. I do. I think that'll be a good game.
Stafford, I think, might be back. So,
Yeah. Who was their quarterback when he?
I don't know.
I don't even know. Not that
what was
Wolford
his
guy.
name?
Is he still no?
Shoot.
I don't even know.
I can't remember.
I can't remember. Yeah. What do you got, Tommy?
Seahawks.
Chuck?
I think it's going to be a close game, but I took the Seahawks.
Okay. Josh?
Give me the Seahawks.
I've got the Hawks too.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of discrepancies here.
Not today.
Yeah.
Not today.
I like to go with those 1976
There was last week. That's why
expansion
we're all
teams.
tied for first.
Yeah, that's true. Vikings at Broncos on Sunday night. That's kind of, the Viking. I don't know. How can they put the Broncos on Sunday night after how bad they were last year?
Well,
It doesn't make sense. Why are the Browns? This, Jeff. Okay, they're putting the Broncos on. They were bad last year, and I know they weren't expected to be really good this year. But why did the Browns? They were expected to be good,
Because your favorite
and
coach
why
is
didn't the
coaching.
Buccaneers? Why didn't either of those two get a Sunday night game?
Not one, yeah.
I
Neither
don't know.
of them.
I mean, that does seem, the Broncos were bad. And
Yeah. It
Because
doesn't
your
make
favorite
sense.
coach is coaching them. That's why.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That is probably why they
It
did
is.
it.
Maybe.
Not
Probably a
Broncos.
factor.
So what do you think?
who
Who do you think's
you know
going
what?
to win?
I can't believe that Josh Dobbs is going to win 3 in a row. I'll go with the Broncos.
Okay. Kind of a guy was Josh Dobbs. Is he a nice guy?
Oh, he's a great guy.
Seems like he
he's
can,
a
yeah.
smart.
Yeah, really smart, huh? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That's how he can know the plays and
Still
not even
pisses
study
me off
them.
the Browns.
Yeah.
What do you got, Tommy?
I'm going with the Vikings because, dang it, Josh Dobbs is better than Deshaun Watson right now. Even though Watson had a great second half.
He did it.
Yeah, Watson has played 3 games in a row.
Pretty well, you're right,
I
yeah.
mean-
that first quarter, though, was pretty
Oh, my
brutal.
God. That was
That was
bad.
pretty bad. That was pretty bad. How about
Um,
that 2 times this year, his first pass, pick 6?
when you look at the points allowed by the Browns, you have to really subtract 18.
Yeah, you subtract like 28 or something like
I-
that.
I mean, actually more than that, but I mean, 18 were direct.
I root for a team that used to have a quarterback that threw in pick sixes on the first play.
Yeah, except he
First
threw
or second
40 touchdowns and 40 interceptions.
Lord.
Winston.
What that guy that played the other day.
play.
Yeah,
he
he
did.
threw a pick
And what
right
did he do
away.
to end the game? And an
Right
interception.
away.
So,
He's so
okay, so
bad.
you got the what do you got?
I got the Vikings.
What do you
Vikings.
got? Vikings? I got the Vikings too. So we
So
got
only one of the Broncos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So you'll
So
probably, be right.
Yeah.
Whenever Josh doesn't pick the Broncos, they win.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
last year he picked them every week.
Past 2 weeks.
That was probably half of Josh's losses last year.
Yeah.
Was the Broncos.
And the Browns.
Yeah, well. So we got the Eagles at the Chiefs.
Well, that's a great game.
That should
Yeah,
be
that
a
should be a
great
great
game.
game. What do you got, Tommy? Or Jeff? What do you have?
I think the Eagles will win.
Okay.
I'm not sure the Chiefs are as a completed team as they have been in the past.
Yeah.
So I'm going with the Eagles.
What do you got, Tommy?
I also have the Eagles because the same thing he said. I was thinking about it earlier. I really don't think the Chiefs are as complete as they once were.
What do you have? I can tell you why. What do you got, Chuck?
Well,
That's not.
I think it'll be. I think this is going to be a tight game. I think Mahomes rises to the occasion, and I'm going with the home team Chiefs.
Okay. Marlins manager Skip Schumacher
Yeah.
won National League
Yeah.
Manager of the Year.
Yep.
He deserved it. He deserved
Yeah.
it. So you're going with the Chiefs. What do you got, Josh?
I'm also going to go with the Chiefs at
Okay.
home. You know.
All right, and so am I. I'm going with the Chiefs too.
My homie.
So we have the. All right, well, we got the Buccaneers at the 49ers. The quarterback, former Browns quarterback, has played well. He had one bad game against the Lions. I have NFL Sunday tickets, so I watched them all. He's really had one bad game against the Lions. I mean, he's got 5 interceptions. You know, he's played well. The defense has been a letdown. They played well last week, though. They had the second lowest amount of yards given up last week, after giving up the second most.
He's
the week
trying
before.
to convince us to take Tim.
But they're playing
He's making a little play.
But they're doing something the Browns didn't do this year. They are playing a healthy 49ers team. No, look, anybody with common sense knows the 49ers were not healthy.
In the second half, they weren't.
Yeah.
They
To
weren't.
start the game, they
You
weren't.
mean a team without Nick Chubb, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
They also,
But they did.
They also,
Well,
but
they
you know what?
did.
They're without-
The difference
they're without
is,
Deshaun Watson.
the difference is,
Dan Watson didn't
come
play.
on, Watson's not even.
Oh.
Oh, well.
Listen,
Hey.
Jeff.
Who
The
won that
difference
game the
is
other day?
the Browns have a chance every week to game plan without Chubb. He's been out since the second week.
That
They
is
know.
true.
Okay,
The
still.
49ers were not expecting McCaffrey, Debo Samuels, or Trent Williams to get hurt.
Trent Williams played the whole
But
game.
the Browns
Yeah.
had no.
But he was injured.
The Browns had a practice squad quarterback.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I'm not
Yeah.
taking.
So-
what
No,
I'm
you
saying-
are.
Okay.
Oh.
Look, the Buccaneers are not as good as the Browns. I said that last week, right?
Right.
I said that last
Right.
week.
Yes.
I did.
Right.
But they're playing a healthy 49ers team.
And the Browns did in the first
The
half.
Buccaneers only lost by 12 points to the Eagles. They didn't get killed by the Eagles.
No.
They were in that game. They were. I was stunned they were in that game. So, could they get killed? Yeah, they might get beat really bad. I don't know. But I think, I don't know. We'll see. What do you got, Jeff?
I'm sorry, Tim.
Oh, no.
But I'm going with the 49ers.
Well, yeah, no, that's fine. What do you got, Tommy?
49ers.
Yeah, what do you got, Chuck?
49ers big.
Big. Okay. Jeff, no, I gotta. Jeff, can you explain something here? What is the one thing the Buccaneers have had consistently in their history?
They have had good defense.
Yes. Okay. Because
When they won the Super Bowl,
Yes.
they were great.
yeah, they had the great defense that year, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, and then it's not as good this year, but they've traditionally had a good defense. So, and Josh, you
I'm going to take San Fran.
okay? And well, I'm gonna.
Well, yeah, because you're not crazy.
Are we gonna be
Yeah.
stunned?
No.
I'm gonna pick
We're
the
not-
49ers
we're not
too.
going to be stunned.
I-
I don't
I
think
think
any-
we're gonna-
I don't think
I
anyone
gave
here is
my
stunned.
case.
I'm going to be surprised when he
I
does
gave
this.
my case, but I'm not delusional.
Well,
I
I'll tell you
know.
what, man, you're gonna.
And I didn't pick the Browns to beat them.
I didn't either.
Well, none of us picked the Browns to beat
You're
them.
gonna tick off a lot of your
We're
loyal
not delusional.
fans if Tampa Bay wins that game.
Oh, I'd love it if they won that game, but
Well, they won't
No.
because the 49ers have a full team.
well, we'll see. And if they beat them, what does that mean?
Better hope none of them get hurt and they still lose.
Well, they're also playing in San Francisco too.
Right.
They're playing at home in San Francisco.
Well, you get to play at home and you get to play away. So,
So, okay.
and the Browns' right tackle that was out. So.
We got the Steelers at the Browns. I'd say it's a rivalry again, right, Jeff?
Oh,
I think it is for
It's-
sure.
yeah.
I mean, they're both playing well. That's what's going to make this game
I
fun.
can
I
question
think.
if the Steelers are actually
What do
playing
you
well.
think? Since you've covered this before they moved, and what do you think in Browns fans' minds? I think it's maybe too generational though. What's a bigger rivalry? Browns Ravens or Browns Steelers?
I think Browns Steelers because it goes back further and I mean, like when Jarvis Landry was here,
Yeah.
for example, he didn't even know that the Browns moved to Baltimore.
That's kind of pathetic.
Yeah.
But what do you think with the fans, though? Do you
I
think like
still-
fans my age, fans my age, like I know me, and I think Chuck too, almost. It's I like to see him beat the Ravens more than the Steelers even now, because they moved. You know what I mean?
Right.
For me, that's I mean.
But you have
I don't
to
like the
be
Steelers either, so.
you have to be probably at least 30 or 40 even though that
that's true.
happened.
Yeah, that's true.
Think about how much time has passed.
Yeah,
Almost 30 years have passed
27 years.
since they
No.
moved. Yeah.
28 years. 28, yeah. 95 was the last year, yeah.
Right.
So,
So
it was
that's-
right around this time that they announced
Yes,
it.
it
right?
was.
Yeah.
It was.
Right after the playoffs, right?
It was during the World Series rally, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
It leaked out during that rally for the Indians.
Here's let's replay this day.
Mhm.
So
Oh, yeah.
we're sitting there in covering the Browns in Berea, and it was that Friday. And we talked to Modell, and I knew in that conversation that they were moving. That was on November 3rd,
Okay.
and Friday, and then November 6th is when they announced it.
Okay.
And so I was in Baltimore for that announcement.
Oh, okay.
It was, well, we won't go into all that around that much time, but, yeah, that was.
It had to be for you. It had to be kind of a torn thing, because I'm not going to say what you've told me personally about Modell.
Mhm.
How
Well,
he was a good guy to you.
Yeah,
And-
Modell was a good person. He
That's
moved, he moved the team, obviously no one, but I still think if the city of Cleveland had done for him
Yeah.
what it did for the Indians and the Cavaliers.
But didn't they
there's a
offer
new
him to
home.
go to Gateway?
There's different. I don't know where they would have put that. State,
Yeah.
but
That's true.
There's different.
Where the BP
theories
station
on
is.
that.
I don't know.
So,
I don't know.
but anyway, I'm not sure I got into that track.
No, that's. I mean, it's that's a. Gosh, I mean, that's the biggest, maybe the biggest story in Cleveland sports history that they moved.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it was a big deal. I
You know,
mean,
the fans, and that was, what was cool about the fans' reaction? It was self-started. There wasn't any of this. It was really a grassroots movement.
oh yeah. Well,
by those fans.
look, I made it well known how I feel about the Browns. Okay, and people know. Even I was sad. Even I cried, because I was like, "How can you do this to people?" It wasn't
like
big deal.
a Cleveland Columbus type thing.
Well, and it also
You know?
wasn't like fans didn't support the team.
That's exactly right.
That's the worst part about it.
That's why I was still shocked at the NFL
Yeah.
that happened.
So
That's all.
we've got this Steelers-Browns game, and it's at 1:00 on Sunday. What have you got, Jeff?
I am going with the Browns on this one. I mean, I think that they're really playing well. They've won, 4 of their last 5 games, and like I said, Watson is playing well.
Mm-hmm.
And now we'll see what happens at right tackle. That's important.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll find out more tomorrow whether Dwan Jones can play. He played decently against
Mm-hmm.
T.J. Watt in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
They lost that
Yeah.
game because
Chubb got hurt.
Chubb got hurt
Yeah.
and Watson threw a pick
Watson
6
did not
on
play
the
well that
first
game.
play.
He
The
did
first
not,
play.
No, he didn't play well that game at all.
No.
No, he did not. But and then Jedrick Wills threw a lookout block on that
That was
strip
ridiculous.
sack. That lookout block is look out the shark.
He literally
Yeah.
got out of his block and looked this way, and 2 guys ran past him.
Yep.
I was like, what is he doing?
So, well, he's hurt, so he won't hurt the team.
No,
Right.
He's actually played well.
the last 2 weeks before he got hurt, he was playing
Yeah.
well.
After
That,
the bye.
who's that? Is it Christian Gonzalez? Who was that? Was
Yeah,
playing?
he was the left tackle.
I thought he didn't do too bad.
He did.
No,
So,
I mean-
I thought he did better than who's the guy left right now? Is it Hub? Hubbard? I don't think Hubbard played well this week. I thought he was the only lineman.
No, not Hubbard. Hudson.
Hudson, yeah. Hudson didn't look good.
So, what do you have, Tom?
The Browns.
Browns. Okay. Chuck?
Browns.
Josh?
I'm going to take the Browns here.
Okay. Yeah, you're not gaining any games on me because I'm picking them too.
I know.
No.
And guess what? I was not surprised.
I just do feel like the
No.
Browns are going to win this week. I'm going, and I'm sitting right where they come out,
I told
and I'm going to be absolutely fired up if they win. And I'm going to let TJ Watt know he's... So
I told Tommy, and I think I may have even said it on the show here, if you're going to win your division
got to split.
in the NFL, you have to at least split.
Yeah.
You can't lose both games to any team.
Right.
So,
If they do that, they split everybody
yeah,
at least.
I mean,
Garrett's
Yeah.
got to outshine Watt this week.
and that's it.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know,
Which he hasn't really when they've played.
So
No.
if
That's
he
true.
wants
True.
if
He
he wants
wants
to win
Defensive Player of the
NFL
Year.
Defensive Player of the Year, he's got to play better than
Yeah.
TJ Watt this
Yeah.
weekend.
I did a story for tomorrow about ticket prices, like with the StubHub and Vivid seats. And then, so seats in the upper deck of the stadium, as high up as you can go, $86 seats are going for $181.
oh wow, okay.
And then I compared that to, it wouldn't be good without some comparison.
Oh yeah,
So I went to the Cardinals,
okay.
and
Oh, Lord,
you can get
I can tell you one too.
you can get a ticket for a game between the Rams and the Cardinals in Arizona for $18.
Well, 18. Oh my gosh, I thought we were going to
$18.
get a good deal. I'm getting tickets for the Buccaneers Colts next week because we're going to go, and they're 52. I thought that was a good deal. Maybe we should drive to Arizona.
My tickets for the Browns Steelers game this weekend were $550.
No, not each.
No.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm sitting right by where they come out, like 6 rows up
Okay.
the field.
The tunnel.
I mean, where'd you get them?
I don't remember.
Oh.
Ticketmaster, maybe?
Ticketmaster,
I usually use Ticketmaster.
But there's still seats left for the Buccaneers Colts game, which I'm not surprised. But what's funny
It
is
would be cool to go there.
I looked at the map like four weeks ago. I mentioned it to you at the Cavs game that night, and it's like they haven't sold any since. You know what I mean? Like, I guess people aren't convinced.
Well, they're in the hunt.
Minshew
Yeah.
Mania, baby.
Well, everybody's in the hunt.
Mania.
The Buccaneers are in the hunt. I mean,
Indianapolis and Buffalo have the same record right now.
That's crazy.
oh yeah. Okay. Well,
Wait, the Colts are over 500?
No, they're both 5-5.
I actually, you know what?
Oh,
I
wait,
actually
so
think that Heaters
the
actually
Colts are
worked a little.
500.
Yeah,
so
we'll
that's
just-
another
we'll
team
pretend
around.
it
Maybe
is.
towards,
anyway.
maybe towards your side.
I think it is a little.
So, I think
Maybe it's
that's.
not a lot.
I'm glad you could be on with us,
Yeah, it
Jeff.
was fun. I'm glad I got here.
Yeah.
And
Just in the nick of time.
Yeah.
I got here. So.
and I'm sure I won't see you Sunday at the. Friday night the Cavs play at home too.
Yeah, but I'm doing that.
Oh, you're doing the
curtain.
curtain
I
game,
think
so-
Sunday. Don't they have Denver at home on Sunday?
Yes, and you're doing the Browns.
Yeah.
So, but I'll see you at one of them games
Yeah.
coming up soon. But so thanks for coming,
Yeah, it was fun.
Tommy and
Nice
Chuck,
seeing you guys
broadcast
again.
partner.
It's a pleasure. Always a pleasure, sir.
When is our first bowling match? When is the
First
Whippers'
tournament is
bowling?
December 4th.
It's a tournament first.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, no
That's how
matches.
you start the season right there.
You stole that from the NBA, right?
Yeah, yeah. So
I
December
don't believe
1st,
there's. I believe December 4th is the first.
4th. Okay, 4th. Okay.
Okay.
I
At
can get that
Wycliffe.
schedule. I can get my
That way.
broadcasting
I-
voice in.
I will
in,
not be there.
You will not be there.
I will be in the Caribbean.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
That's a
buddy.
weekend, right?
the whole week.
No, the weekend is the tournament.
Yeah.
That's a weekend day.
Saturday, yeah.
Okay. Well, Don will be there then, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, all right. Well, until next week, I'm Tim Shire,
I'm Josh Dome.
and everybody have a good week.
Have a good. Take it easy.